Hello, I'm Sharon and welcome to Yoga Nanda mini practice. Let's begin by finding a comfortable seated position, and if it feels right for you to close your eyes, you can, or you can take your gaze in front of you with your eyes just gently opened. Begin to notice your breath. Feel it come in through the nose, down through the throat, into the belly, and then back up and out. Just notice with curiosity the sensations. There is no right or wrong. Just notice. On your next inhale, just take the crown a little bit higher up towards the ceiling. And as you begin to exhale, keeping the crown where it is, just begin to notice the outline of your body touching the mat. And with each inhale and exhale, feel the spine lengthen and feel your outline expand. Just continue to follow your breath. Today's practice will focus on the pose Empowered Asana. And it's not really an actual pose, but more of the idea of a pose. So we're going to do a couple of poses that actually connect us with our feelings and felt sense of empowerment. So how do we develop these feelings of self-empowerment? Brené Brown writes in her book, The Gifts of Imperfection, becoming a wholehearted or empowered person comes from owning our stories, embracing our vulnerabilities, and finding true belonging. In our yoga practice, we can find that sense of connection, courage, and compassion. Creating positive new habits through our practice, we cultivate a sense of worthiness. So when we stand tall at the top of our mat, we own our space and stand like we are king or queen of the mountain, embracing the feeling of standing in your own power. As you continue to follow your breath, slowly bring your awareness back to your mat and slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Come to the top of your mat and stand in mountain pose. Toes together, heels behind your toes. If you need a little space between your feet, please take it. Shoulders are down. Fingertips reach towards the floor. And then gently bring your hands to your heart and set your intention for your practice. Make it clear and make it yours. We will take 3 sun salutations, dedicating each one as we begin. Take your hands to your heart and dedicate it to someone that you love. Think of someone who immediately puts a smile on your face, that you feel connected to, and use this flow as a silent thank you from your heart to theirs. Inhale as you reach your arms up above your head, palms together. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, look up as your hands come to your shins. Exhale, release over the legs. Place your hands on the mat, and you can step or jump back to plank, and then lower down chaturanga. Elbows point back and close to the ribs. Inhale, come forward to cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Look up to your hands, bend your knees, and you can walk, step, or jump to meet your hands. Inhale, look up, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold back over your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms and hands back up together. And bring your hands again back to your heart in mountain pose. For our second round, we will dedicate it to someone who may have hurt you. Think of someone who has given you a hard time lately or constantly might trigger a reactive side. Use this sun salutation to acknowledge your feelings of vulnerability and tap into your courage by offering them acceptance and gratitude. Everyone enters our lives for a specific reason. Reframing is a great tool for letting go of grudges. Inhale, your arms reach above your head, palms together. Exhale as you forward fold over your legs. Inhale, look up, hands to the shins. Exhale as you fold back over your legs. Place your hands on the mat Step or jump back to plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, come forward to cobra. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Look up to your hands, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to them. Inhale, look up, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms and hands back up together and bring your hands back to your heart in mountain pose. Our third round will be dedicated to yourself. This is a huge dose of self-love, self-compassion, and support. Acknowledge your talents, abilities, and gifts. Embrace exactly who you are in this exact moment in time, noting that you are perfectly imperfect. Love your imperfections as much as your traits. Thank your body for having the strength to practice yoga. Smile to yourself as you move thoughtfully through these poses. Inhale as you reach your arms above your head, palms together. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, look up, hands to shins. Exhale as you fold over your legs. Place your hands back on the mat. Jump or step back to plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, come forward to cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Look up to your hands. Walk, step, or jump to them. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms and hands back up together and bring your hands back to your heart in mountain pose. Another way to cultivate self-empowerment is by repeating positive affirmations or mantras. So for each of our warrior poses, we will repeat a mantra. If you have something else that works for you, feel free to choose that. We're going to say them to ourselves, not out loud. Standing in mountain pose, feet together, arms by your side. Coming into warrior one. Step back with your right foot. Raise your arms up overhead, palms facing each other. Look down to make sure that your front heel is in line with your back heel. The back foot is turned at 45 degrees, and your front knee is over your ankle. Lift your torso upright and square your hips forward. And breathe here and say, maybe I am enough, or I am worthy. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And now we'll open up to warrior two. So take your stance a little bit wider. Take your back foot a little bit more towards the back of your mat. And we're scooting our front foot, our left foot, so that it's in line with the back arch. Keeping your shoulders over your hips, bend the front knee, the left knee. Arms come out in a T, front and back of the room. Warrior two. Here we can say, I am strong, I am brave, I am courageous. My personal favorite is, I am fearless. Breathe in your mantra and exhale, let it go. Take a few more breaths here and just repeat your affirmation. In and exhale, let it go. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. Take the left hand, the front hand, and take the palm and face it up towards the ceiling. Gently drop the right hand behind you to touch the back of your leg. As you look towards your hand, reach it up towards the ceiling, keeping your gaze at your fingers as the back hand drops down the back of the leg. This is peaceful warrior. Keeping sure that that front knee is still over the ankle and that the side ribs are facing the front of the room. I am peace. Step your feet together at the top of your mat back into mountain pose. Take the left foot and step back on your mat, heel to heel. Bend the front knee. Back foot is turned at 45 degrees. Hips are facing towards the front. Raise the arms, palms together. Again, in Warrior One. I am enough. I am worthy. Breathe in and let go when you breathe out. One more time. I am enough. And exhale, sigh it out. On your next inhale, open your arms and your feet a little bit wider, coming into Warrior Two. Making sure the front heel is in line with the back arch and that your knee is over your ankle. I am strong. I am brave. I am courageous. I am fearless. Find one that resonates for you. On the inhale, bring it in. And on the exhale, sigh it out. Drop the left arm behind you. Front palm comes and turns up towards the ceiling. Keep your gaze at the palm as it comes up and over your right ear. Peaceful warrior. I am peace. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back to Warrior Two. Step your feet together and come to the top of your mat. One of the most important lessons for building self-empowerment is the idea of resilience. When we come into tree pose, a balance pose, it's not so much what happens when we are balancing, but it's our thoughts that happen or occur when we fall out of balance. And every day is a new day, so we wind up, sometimes we're a little bit stronger, or sometimes we're a little bit tired and our tree might not be as high on the leg, or we might fall out. But really notice what you say to yourself when you fall out of balance. So keeping your feet in mountain pose, draw up your right knee, turn it out to the right, and draw your foot either to your heel to your ankle. You can bring your foot to the shin, or you can bring the foot to the inner groin. Wherever you place your foot is fine. It just doesn't go on the knee. We don't want to injure our tendons and our ligaments. Raise your arms up. And if you can, bring your hands to your heart. So in tree pose, we try to look forward and find a spot that isn't moving. It's called a drishti, and that helps to keep our balance. Inhale and exhale here. Notice your thoughts. And gently draw the knee center and release the foot to the ground. Arms by your side. On the other side, draw the left knee up. Turn out the knee only as far as that your hips stay forward. And again, you can have your toes on the floor, you can have the foot on the shin, or you can bring it to your inner groin. Find your balance, find your spot. If you can, I invite you to draw up the arms, or you can keep them by your side, or you can make them cactus, or you can bring them in front of your heart. Whatever your tree wants to be today. And again, just noticing your thoughts. If you fell out of tree, notice what your thoughts were saying. Were they positive? Like, I could get this another time. It's okay. Or were they saying, man, I can't do this? Notice what you're telling yourself. Draw the knee forward. Release the foot to the ground. Hands by your side. We're going to come to sit on the floor and then lay down on your mat. Draw your knees to your chest and give them a nice little hug and rock them from side to side. Open your arms wide. And drop both knees over to the right as if they were moving towards your elbow, keeping your left shoulder nice and heavy and looking opposite of where your knees are. If you went in the opposite direction, it's okay. We're going to do both sides. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently bring your knees back to center, but not through the knees. Actually think about the ribs in your back body, on the left side of your back body, drawing towards the floor, using your obliques to bring your knees back to center. And then taking the knees towards your left elbow, right shoulder melts into the mat, and look opposite of your knees. And breathe here in your twist. Gently bringing your right side of your back ribs into the mat, drawing the knees back to center. Rock again, just a little bit back and forth, from side to side. And then when you feel complete, lay back into Shavasana. Place both palms over your heart and thank it for being strong, open, and resilient for your practice today. Allow your body to rest and release and feel supported by the floor underneath you. Begin to deepen your breath. Slowly bring your awareness to your fingers and toes. When you are ready, roll onto your right side and slowly bring yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Thumbs gently touch the sternum and your fingertips gently touch each other. It's been an honor to lead you in this mini practice. Allow the effects to linger as you continue with the rest of your day. Maybe keep a mantra that resonates with you and say it throughout your day to continue cultivating feelings of empowerment. As always, take with you what works for you and what doesn't, leave behind. Namaste.